Previously on Monster. Our heroes were headed west when their caravan was descended upon by a group of mysterious bandits, and they were able to escape to a nearby town. However, they still don't know the origin of the attack or even who they can trust.
Few things help an individual more than to place responsibility upon them and to let them know you trust them. Booker T. Washington. All right, welcome to Monster, everybody. This is episode 2. My name is Tyler Waltz. I am your DM, and to my left...
It's Kevin Eggleston. I'm playing Frolin Lealties, a Dragonborn warrior who just wants to find out what happened to his squad.
And I am Tyson Cox. I'm playing Vance Ironside, a dwarven cleric who's just traveling the land and trying to do good and spread good and to be a good dude.
Just fit as many goods as you can. That way people know you're good.
His favorite restaurant is Good Burger. And
what's his favorite Friday?
Fat Tuesday, actually.
How many goods can they put in his character description before it's suspicious?
I think
when
two
Google
more.
took "Don't be evil" out of their motto.
Yeah.
All right. But with that, we are getting right back into the show. You guys pull up to this gate, bloodied, very confused, but not as confused as the two guards that seem rather taken aback by what they're witnessing rolling up at the front gate. And the first one kind of not readies his spear, but is kind of nervous and scared, and he goes, Who goes there?
Hey, bud, I'm Vance. Can you give us a hand here? And he just pulls the caravan up to a stop, and then just kind of exhaustedly, because he's not a horse guy. Mm-hmm. He's not a centaur. He's not a horse guy, so he just kind of his little dwarven legs are just so wide on the back of a horse. He's just kind of rolls over and falls off. He goes,
right, instead of it going down the sides of the horse, it's
just straight out.
Yeah, just straight out. Yeah.
Like a pug sitting. He's like, yeah, if you could do me a favor, help me out with this. We got some women and children in the back that might need some help.
Also, why were you riding one of the horses attached to the wagon? You could have just sat on the wagon.
I was just letting him go.
It was an emergency, okay?
He's like, I got to make sure this one knows where to go. Because tied to the other horse. It'll be fine.
Because one is a vehicle role and the other is an animal handling role. I have animal handling.
So he goes, what do you mean you have women? Why are you covered in blood?
Because we were attacked. Keep asking questions. I'm going to go.
Don't worry. None of it is ours.
Thank you. And I just kind of go to the back and kind of ignore them because they're Vance is you guys don't know what you're doing. And he just goes back to help see to the women and children.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to hop down and be like, you there, guard. Bring the barracks commander. Bring your commanding officer. Why are you still standing there?
He just beside himself. He goes, well, first off, you're not my boss. I don't know what that's all about. And
no, I pay my taxes.
Oh, he's a Karen. We got a Karen.
He sets down his spear and he goes, sir, I'm going to need to see your W-2s.
So technically, I pay your salary. Ergo, I am your boss.
And he goes, well, actually,
they love it when you do that to them. They love that.
He looks at your badge and he goes,
yeah, there's not a chance he's going to shocking grasp me here.
Quit resisting.
And he's like, we haven't even put these people through processing, so I don't even know where we would even take them. And then he looks over to the other guard at the station and he goes, you make sure he's not doing anything suspicious. I'll talk to him. And he points to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. What would be suspicious about two men showing up in a wagon covered in blood that they have just admitted is not theirs? I feel this needs a commanding officer to observe.
He goes, just because it's not yours doesn't mean it's an enemy's. You just said it came full of women and children and there's blood everywhere. We don't know. Roll a persuasion check to see how he feels about this whole situation.
Vance just sticks his head out the side of the wagon. He's like, you're really bad at your job. And then goes back.
Just both of us are like, which one's he talking to? Both the guard and I think
now with disadvantage because he's upset.
Oh, with a petty DM.
Gotta establish it early.
All right, so
you don't have to
that's
have
a 10.
You don't have to have disadvantage. That was just a joke.
On a
Can I have
comedy?
advantage then because
No.
it wasn't a good joke?
On a comedy podcast, you're doing jokes?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Good. Time and place, bud. People are covered in blood.
The children. I don't even know what's going on with these children.
I got that was a 10. So that was
Okay.
pretty average. Pretty like he's convinced it was an average.
Okay.
did
He
good.
goes, okay, we can help you, but you're still going to have to go through all the normal processing and stuff like that. And he starts helping you get people out and opens up the gate and he says, okay, immediately to your left, we're going to take these people. They're going to be processed, make sure that they get to where they're going. Is there anything that we can do to help the two of you? You seem a bit more capable of handling yourself.
Well, I think I would. Hey, Vance, would you enjoy a shower? Like I don't know how often you like being covered in blood that's not yours.
Rare to never.
All right, non-zero chance. Do you have a mage that can prestidigitate, or maybe a
bath?
yeah, even just a wet, moist towelette would be great. Yeah. Also,
He takes like a sweaty rag off of his head. No.
Beggars can't be choosers.
are you going to put this right back on afterwards? I just hit my dragonborn Grundle and hand it back to him
just
He goes, well, we don't.
right around the cloaca.
Yeah, ooh, like just in there. I was like, he goes, okay, we don't have any of the fancy wizards and stuff like that, and then he hands you a little voucher and he says, if you take these to the local goods store just right down the road here to the west, give this to the person at the desk and he'll fix you right up.
You just have coupons that you're giving people.
Well, I'm kind of using one of my personal rations as a soldier to help you guys out, so it feels kind of demeaning that you're like questioning just a simple good
Oh, I
deed.
just wondered if there was like you know how you go to some places and they're like, here's a floral wreath we put around your neck, and you guys are just like, here's a coupon.
here's 50% off it.
Yeah.
Dick's last resort.
It's a free shower for those not being a dick. That's kind of where it says that on the paper.
Oh,
He
so it's
hands
a
it to me.
loves. And where are you taking these people? Were attacked, assaulted by bandits. Do you have like a posse or a militia that you can summon to go after more bandits in the woods?
We will handle that as soon as we figure out everything that is going on. These people will be taken here to the south and get processed. We'll get them cleaned up, new clothes, all. Just don't worry about them. And then I will get in contact with the proper people. We'll set up defenses. We don't necessarily have the manpower to go out at the moment.
Hey, Vance, I'm just gonna just a quick aside. Excuse me, Mr. Guard. I'm gonna talk.
I mean, I'm not going to walk away, but
Yeah.
Cover your ears, but don't be a rude. Now who's being a rude Sally? You know what?
I mean,
voucher. I want a second voucher.
I'm stationed here. You guys could walk right there.
I'm in the back of the wagon.
What
so
are you, a town guard from England? You're like, I'm not leaving this.
They're a coupon-based society, and their guards can't move. It's don't be.
I'm gonna just write a quick one. It's just a coupon that says "cover your fucking ears."
Oh no, thank you. Those aren't accepted. You'll have to go.
You don't take competitors' coupons.
No.
He's like, that's counterfeit and arrest you.
No, real company town vibe.
Oh no.
Vance, hey Vance, they're taking these people for processing.
Oh, you didn't walk away?
No, he said he's still in the wagon, so I'm
Yeah.
just gonna like peek my head. They're taking these people for processing. I don't know about you, but I've never had a chance where somebody's like, "Hey, these people just showed up injured and potentially wounded, and we're gonna process them." That's never turned out poorly for anyone historically.
I take a look and I wonder, like, what is is anyone injured in the back of the wagon? Like,
You can see that there's a lot of people rattled. There's probably some scrapes and bruises from the conflict, but no like fatally.
okay, I'd just like to be like,
Except for the one guy we drugged to death.
no, that's
Yeah.
He
The
wasn't-
hand that was grasping onto the rope.
I look at the hand and I go, think I can regrow a body off this?
Yes, cast a revivify.
Yeah, that's how I get Thing from Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Okay, I just like to do medicine to handle those cuts and scrapes, and I'm like, well, they seem like they're pretty all right. So like a little rattled, but I don't know. And I stick my head out the wagon, like, hey, what do you mean by processing? What is your coupon towns? What do you guys do for that?
I mean, I feel like it's very common for military to have like vouchers for things. It's not just that doesn't mean the whole town works on that economy.
You're pretty hung up on this.
Like you keep bringing it up. It's like, I gave you a piece of paper and you decided to shit over kindness. So
I'm over the moon for the shower. He's the one that's I'm rolling with it. I thought you guys were coupon based.
aren't you wasting time right now? Don't you have better things to do?
No, that shower will keep.
He goes, yes, it's custom. We're a border town to the neighboring country. So anybody that comes through here, if they're traveling through, we need to make sure that everything is A-okay. I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but we're kind of in the middle of a war. So processing kind of makes sense.
All right. Hey, what was your name?
He goes, my name is Marcus.
All right. Hey, Marcus, if I find out any of these people get hurt or injured or have anything untoward's done to them, I'm going to come back and break your knees because that's as high as I can reach.
Okay, yeah. I feel like our conversation has not been vicious or have any form of malice, but whatever you need to sleep at night, I guess.
Like your style, Vance.
Well, they're innocent people. Don't be rude to the innocent. All right. I think they're good to go. Where can we get I want my wagon. And I kind of give him a look of like, well, free wagon?
Deception.
No.
I'm going to give him the help action. I'm just going to like cross my arms and be like, yeah, wagon.
Deception, 18 on the die, so nat 20. Or not nat 20.
Yeah, 18 on the die, so a nat 20.
Yeah.
Magic of recording.
Yeah. We're going to watch this back and it's going to be like, that was nat 20. He goes, I mean, sure, just can we please handle these people?
Yeah, I'll let you borrow my wagon till
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a voucher for the stables?
Hang on, let's get off. They don't like. They're not
swear.
everything is coupon based. I'm learning.
Hey, I'm going to take it back. I'm going to take the coupon back.
Quick, lick it. He won't want it back. He lick it.
And he goes,
Just eat it and like get it now.
He goes, He goes, where we process the people, just up the road, there's a stable to put your horses in your wagon. Just please go get yourself cleaned up.
Is
Thank
there
you.
a place for accommodations? We might be staying here for a bit while
You're
our
lucky
wagon gets repaired.
that
Let's
I'm
go.
not
I'm
hang
not
on, let's
asking you
processing-
to put us up. I'm just asking, is there a fucking inn?
Yeah, there's a tavern past the general goods store.
I was just going to say, you know what would have better served you is a little booth that had coupons in it and a map that says you are here.
Okay.
Where are you from? That's very fancy.
It is very fancy.
good.
And
I'm saying a kiosk could have done this.
to be honest, I was really like, you know what? I don't normally do kind things. I'm going to do a kind thing this time and give them one of my vouchers. But this is the last good deed I'm ever fucking doing.
That's
This
crazy
is-
for you to admit that out loud.
you've done it. This is your fault.
Wow, you have a weak soul.
If you ever come across a newspaper that's like local guard Marcus did bad thing, I want you to know it's on your hands.
Oh, they have a town paper.
Yeah. So they could print more coupons.
Get the fuck out of here.
I got to say goodbye to my horses. And I go, all right, goodbye, Marcus. And I pet one of the horses. And then I go to the other horse. Goodbye, also, Marcus. Have a good night.
I don't believe you.
And then I head into the town.
All right. I'm going to follow along. And then like as I follow behind Vance, I'm just going to give the like, I'm watching you fingers to the guard.
Once again, I was nothing but kind. So are you going straight to that general goods store?
Yeah, I mean, they're taking our wagon to the stables.
Yes.
We-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the people that are getting taken down a street and everything like that.
I'm going to go, is there a little stable hand there?
Are you going to harass him?
I go to the general goods store. I don't know what's
I'm just
happening.
going to give the kid, I'm going to just give him like a silver piece and be like, make sure that blood comes out. That's the blood of bad people.
I don't even work here. And he runs off. No. He goes,
Wait, he just stole.
Oh, you think I can't hit a child with a hatchet running away?
he's like, I'll clean it as best I can, mister. Thanks for the tip. That was very nice of you. I'm sure this won't get threatening in any way.
See that it doesn't. I want to be able to see my face in this wood board.
That's impossible.
No, you could carve it, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not here, so.
I'm not a carver. We're really getting
You know
lost
what?
in
Try.
the weeds.
Try your best.
I heard that whole conversation with the guard. You think I'm falling for this shit?
All right. Just make it pretty.
Go clean yourself up.
God damn, this kid is mean. Oh, it's a goddamn no. That isn't a child. That's a no. He's like 100. All right.
Yeah.
Been bamboozled.
So to the general goods store.
Yeah.
he said get out. Like he was like, the money's on the dresser. Get out. Go clean yourself up.
Yeah, if someone tells me I'm gonna get that silver back in the morning.
Yeah. What a hard little man.
Yeah, it's alive. All right. I'm gonna follow along to the general goods store.
All right. You walk into the general goods store to see
What was the name of the general goods store?
The name of the general goods store is
If you say generally good, I'm gonna huck a dice.
Generally good, the store. The sign out front just says the Ugrange General Store. So you walk in to see a very old furbolg with just a big grin on his face. Looks like this is his pride and joy. He loves doing it. He's even got a little nameplate that says Norhis on it. Like, he loves doing this. And he goes, oh, he's very slowly talking. Gentlemen, seems like new faces in town. How can I help?
We got a coupon for a bath. And
They're vouchers. Actually, they're not fucking coupons. It's like I don't know why he's angry, but
yeah,
he's
it's like this town really proud of their coupons.
He's like, everyone calls them coupons, but they're fucking vouchers.
What's the difference?
Well, actually, I guess that's important because a voucher gets us for free. A coupon is a discount. So,
Yeah.
or
Well,
like you have to buy one, get one.
and
So
it's
you save-
100% would be a discount.
Yeah.
It's crazy how unappreciative people are of our generous system.
I do love this nominative determinism as in regards to coupon v voucher in this city.
Oh,
So you
sorry.
pull out the voucher?
Yeah, well,
Oh, and
I didn't get it. I motioned to him.
I just hand it to him.
his eyes light up, and he's like, "Oh, you're part of the military. That, yes. Thank you so much for coming here." And he kind of ushers you back through a doorway that you can see on a sign that says like restroom.
Oh god, if there's gonna be a glory hole, just so you know, it's always the furbolg on the other side.
That's a different voucher.
No, that one's a coupon. You pay for it.
All right, this is probably going to get cut out, but could you imagine a fantasy land with glory holes? Because they would be like different heighted ones, and there'd have to be like a step stool or a ladder just to.
You know, there's somebody in there that's just like, I'm gonna put it through the dwarf-sized one, really blow their fucking mind. Hey, that's an orc wiener. What's it doing in the halfling hole?
I'm stuck.
Help!
It's like that one episode of Winnie the Pooh.
The furbolg forgot about me.
It's like when you get fat after putting your wedding ring on.
Oh man,
Just like a tube tied around a sausage.
that's so funny.
Sorry, we go to the baths or the
Yeah,
bath
yeah.
area.
So he goes, "You're more than welcome to get yourself cleaned up here, and then if you're friends of the military," and then he points, and there's like a back storage room with basic military stuff. You can kind of tell that this is the kind of place that like Jim lost his sword and doesn't want to get his ass kicked by his commander.
Can I do a quick roll? Because I'm a little bit concerned when somebody's just like the military,
Yeah,
and we know that he's on a border town, so we're like, which side?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a perception check, Kevin, with advantage.
Ooh, I got a 19. I like your dice that I'm borrowing, bud.
16.
16. Okay, cool. And you got a what?
21.
Okay, so with your perception check of a 21, you notice that a lot of the flyers and stuff around are for specifically Soldeus, which is not the current country, but the country that most people are traveling to from here.
Okay.
With your history check, you notice a bit more of like the language that's used on the poster, and you can tell that there is some kind of political something going on. Like all of the political posters remind you of like the Uncle Sam, I want you type of things. But what's odd to you is that this isn't Soldeus. We are currently in the Oathmakers Coalition.
What's on the Uncle Sam-esque poster? Like, is it what kind of person's pointing at?
Yeah, it's essentially the king of not Soldeus, but it's like an endorsement by the local government. So it's the local king of this area basically saying, come out to vote, and it's a campaign poster to a certain degree.
You know, it's never a bad thing when the king is like, come on, vote. This isn't rigged.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love maybe losing my power.
I'm going to...
Well, I guess I probably should have been more specific. It's not necessarily a campaign for him to lose his power, but for who they are throwing their weight behind in this conflict.
Oh, okay.
So the
So they're
king
gonna
is
become-
essentially campaigning to join Soldeus's continent.
Okay.
So I'm just going to be like, I see you have quite a bit of memorabilia here. That's a great collection of weapons and armor. Any chance you have something for a fellow connoisseur? And I'm just going to open my traveling cloak a little bit to reveal the Soldean emblem that I have on my swords and my accoutrement.
Okay. So essentially he's like, did you buy this? Or is it your, like, you reference yourself as a collector, so he's kind of sussing that out.
Collected it the old-fashioned way with effort and hard work and a lifetime of service. And just a
Jesus.
1,000-yard stare where he's like, you just hear like sad string, like you hear a theremin playing as if he's drifting away into a different time.
That sentence started like it was going to be a deception check, and then you just went hard into the truth. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like
It's that thing where like he just is staring off and is quiet, and me and the shopkeeper are just like,
he's like, "Oh, I believe you." And
oh my.
he goes, "Oh, I do collect certain things for my own personal goods because I'm a big fan of Soldeus. Most of the things that I have here that are available are what any guard would carry because I like to help out if things get damaged or lost."
You say most, but not all. Maybe you holding on some potions, man?
Oh, we have health potions, and he points to a shelf, and there's
How many?
3 or 4.
How much does this voucher get us?
The bath, and like some basic needs, and he hands you like some fresh like clothes and stuff like that.
Oh. What if I get you more of these vouchers? What if I get you all of this guard Marcus's vouchers?
Well, then you can have a lot of showers and fresh things of clothes.
Honestly, does it inconvenience Marcus?
It,
You hate Marcus so much.
Marcus is actually a father of 4.
And he didn't ask that.
And he does everything he can, and he's a genuinely good person that I've never seen do bad.
Well, he's going to genuinely be a stinky motherfucker.
I sure hope that nobody broke his will of being a good man
Yeah,
where he'll start committing crimes.
He did say, in fact, that he is switching sides.
Oh no, who did that?
Oh, it was us. We did that.
To be fair, he kind of said Soldeus sucks butts as we were
Believe
leaving.
that one bit.
What is this? Is the craziest
Yeah.
grudge.
Yeah, good thing you guys aren't heroes in some kind of story.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna be like that meme that's like, leave Marcus alone.
He's already dead.
yeah, I was like, okay, well, I was hoping I was going to get us some healing potions. I don't know if you know this. Last time, we kind of got our shit rocked.
Yeah.
And you haven't had a long rest since then.
How do you know? How do you know, old man?
Oh, don't mind. He's like, I don't know. It's like,
Sometimes things just come to me.
yeah, right.
I got the sight.
Yeah, you have a shining? Is that what it is? Yeah, I was going to... Okay, well, I guess we don't have any... You know what? I'm just going to take a sword, leave a sword, just swap one
A sword,
end.
leave a sword.
Yeah, no, I feel like if we don't take a weapon, we're really not using the voucher that Marcus gave us to its full extent. So, take something, leave something, bud.
Yeah.
And he goes, is there anything else I could help you gentlemen with?
I don't really want to leave.
I'm going to
leave
take that bath.
Yeah. Hey, I take the bath, get cleaned up. I appreciate them. I tip them a silver or whatever would be appropriate.
Cool.
20%.
Yeah.
Is there... From Marcus, 25%.
Yeah. Oh.
Is there any like trinkets or anything like that would be like remind me of Soldeus that I could maybe like?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's got like a little area where you can see that he's made like custom little keychains and like little stuff like that.
Okay, I look to see if he's got a keychain that looks like a carriage license plate with Frolin on it.
Yeah.
And I see Phelan and Grolin, but no Frolin.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, never Frolin.
It's not
hey,
a
a
very
Vance.
common name. Yeah,
So many Vances.
There's a lot of Vance. They got a whole. Hang on. This is crazy. They have a Vance Ironside. My first and last name.
Oh, it would only be impressive if it was a middle name in there too.
Oh, hang on. Behind it. Yeah. No, Vance P. Ironside.
He goes.
I'll figure out what the P stands for later.
He goes. Is there
Piss.
any?
My middle nickname. My middle name is Piss.
Said it into a microphone. It's canon.
Yeah, this feels like a whole like no, you had a wife situation.
What is happening?
Yeah, go watch season 1 for that reference. But he goes, is there any place that you gentlemen are looking to go?
I remember the taverns here being quite exceptional on my tours. I'm not going to lie. I usually blacked out before making it to all of them.
That's why you thought they were nice.
Oh, do you not like them?
I mean, they got the job done. It sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, they get a bit rowdy for my liking.
Okay, well, do you have something a little like scaled down? Do you have like a TGI Fridays?
One just opened. I franchised it myself.
Fantastic.
Oh, cool. So you're part of the destruction of a small town economy. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, if that's where we're going with this.
Oh, would you like Vance? Should we have gone to the Walmart instead?
It's actually a Dollar General. I'm surprised you didn't see the big yellow sign.
Oh, they changed it to a DG, so I got tricked.
He goes, and then are you wearing like priest style clothes?
So I'm in like cleric garb. Instead of having the symbols of Palor, it's been replaced or just removed. Like, so there's like slight differentiation. Like, I've tried his best to like cover it up, but like it's either been replaced with his family crest, which is like a wolf's head, a mountain wolf because I'm a dwarf, a mine wolf actually, a mine wolf deep down in the mines, those wolves. Or it's it's either missing or it's been replaced with the wolf's crest. But it is like cleric garb.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah.
Okay. So he looks at you and he goes, I don't know if I don't want to necessarily assume by what you're wearing, but we do have a temple on the north side of town, and our taverns are located further west towards the castle.
Which one do you think is most friendly to? And I'm just going to tap the Soldaean symbol.
Well, that would be this side of town or south towards the processing barracks and where most of the military tend to stay.
And last question before I get real showered up here. Actually, as a lizard, I'm just going to do a dust bath.
I'm sure that'll get all the blood off and not just cake that shit on harder.
Yeah.
A little judgmental
work.
here. Okay. But we were part of a caravan that was attacked. Has that been a frequent occurrence, or?
You must have been traveling in from the east. And then he just kind of looks over and he goes, yes, that has been happening more and more, and I'm sure, and he gestures to the posters on the wall. He's like, I'm sure you can see the posters. That's part of the reason that this vote is getting pushed through is because many, like me, believe that Soldaeus will be able to actually provide the protection for our citizens that we need so these needless attacks can stop.
That's true. Soldaeus does have some very nice gibbets that we put bandits in. You can watch the crows peck them for days.
Well,
It's such a fun game.
Well,
While the children go by and just hit them with sticks.
Everybody knows deterrence is the best policy.
Any stance on that, cleric?
I think everyone should probably. Everyone would be better if everyone just chilled a bit. If everyone could just chill.
Yeah, tell that to somebody slitting your throat.
Well, we did kill a couple of the bandits, so they were
what do you
unchill.
call
So you're
four
more-
dead bandits?
You're more of a do as I say, not as I do type.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you said, if people are trying to slit your throat, you're not gonna just let them do that, and then hopefully they're like, well, that guy, I slit his throat real easy. I feel bad about it. I should repent. That's never gonna happen.
I mean, it could, but you don't know because you murdered people. He just gets raped.
Roland is so mad that you guys have left him hanging on this joke. He's just like,
hang on. It's crazy that you started out so you switched mid sentence.
I'm a contrarian.
Oh, you're the worst. You're the worst. Anyways, what were you saying?
No.
Never mind. All right, we gotta go.
I don't want to anymore.
So, where would
A
you
head
guys like
start.
to... What?
What? Where are we going?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Did I miss something?
I just what do you call four dead bandits? A head start. A good start. Okay. Oh, Frolin, you've done it again.
We have improv classes.
Oh, you have a voucher for those?
I do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, then you should know how to yes and.
It makes sense that those are free.
Where would you guys like to go?
I'd like to go to the temple. You said it's temple then bar.
Temple to the north, tavern further in towards the.
Did we get a name for
capital
that
area.
tavern?
You guys.
We get to name it.
Well, you do, yeah.
The Shaggy Owl Bear.
So you would like to go to the temple, and are you also going to the temple, or you want to go somewhere else?
I'm going to go to the tavern.
Split the party.
I'm going to go to the Shaggy Owl Bear.
Okay, the Shaggy Owl Bear. All
Yeah,
right, I'm gonna
it's
go
right
ahead and
next to the
I don't like where this is going.
the shaved bugbear.
That's already the Shaggy Owl Bear.
I know, but it's
next
next
to.
to the shaved bugbear.
Which is, what kind of establishment is that?
A barbershop.
Oh, a barbershop.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's much more wholesome than I anticipated.
Yeah.
And bikini waxing.
Yeah, I was about to say, there it is.
Hey, it's still above board.
Yeah.
No, they do belows.
Nice. So, Yeah, right?
Just so mad. I'm just so mad. Because I could see out the corner of my eye how proud he was of that.
yeah.
So happy. Well, I'm gonna go to the temple, and then I'll meet you at the tavern later. It was what the hairless hairy
Shaggy
bird,
Owlbear.
Shaggy Owlbear. Thank you. Your voice changed, fair for a bug.
Oh, I thought you were just asking.
Nope,
Asking
in character, doing a character thing.
Yes, it's the. Damn it!
We're leaving that in.
It's the Shaggy Owlbear.
Thank you. I'll see you at the Shaggy Owlbear.
Say it in Elvish.
The Shaggy Owlbear.
Wait, are you an elf?
No, I'm dwarvish.
See what he would do. Like, that's very weird. Just walk up to somebody's like, "Can you say it in Portuguese?" Like, just out of nowhere.
I mean, you don't know if you don't ask.
Oh, now I have a new thing to do to people.
99% of the time.
That one time
you're
gonna be awesome.
You're gonna shit your pants.
All right, so you're going to the temple. You're going to the bar. You approach the temple, and you see a man in very traditional church clothing. And there's a little encampment set up right outside that is just a very like shoddily put together fenced-in area with a bunch of cots. And you see him tending to wounded. And as you get closer, you notice that it is a dragonborn.
Why's it got to be a dragonborn? Why is that important? I haven't even met the guy. Now you're making me make judgments.
I was just letting you know.
No, I walk up to
your assumptions are on you.
I walk up to they said it was a priest. Priest robes?
Yeah. He goes, "Ugh, a dwarf." See what you've done.
Oh, that was such a dragonborn response.
Yeah.
I can say that I'm one of them.
He looks over. So stupid.
Tyler broke himself.
He looks over. Oh, thank you so much. I'm very glad to have your help. Do you just know medicines? What kind of healing can you provide?
Yep.
Okay.
I've been traveling the land. I can do physical medicine, and I also am blessed in the clerical ways.
Okay. Well, I have it separated as best that I can. On the left here are the gravely wounded that I'm doing my best to keep together. And
I'll take them.
Well, that's awfully bold of you. And he just kind of points. He goes,
I move. I just go to he motioned to a direction, right? So I just go over that way, like pretty confident, and I just start dragging cots together. So like their people are within, what is it, it's a 15-foot radius.
I don't know. He looks at you and he's like, "I don't know your spells." But he's like, "It seems like you're. I guess I'm just going to have to trust you." And he
and I just start punching all the wounded. I'm here for the experience.
I healed their wounds through God. He goes, "I guess I'll just have to trust you." And he starts working on the more minorly injured individuals.
Yeah. So I drag like 5 of the most grievously wounded near each other, and I cast Prayer of Healing.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
What's the prayer?
Oh. It's just very.
I don't know. Rub-a-dub-dub. Keep in the blood. Yay, Palor.
Just that's actually, I think that's the kind of interesting thing. You don't see him do like a traditional prayer, like
Cop out.
What's a traditional prayer?
well, it'd be like, you put the hands over it and like, "Oh, Palor."
From the Midwest.
No, I channel Canadian healthcare.
He's not going to get help for like 6 months.
But it's free. So instead of like taking like a focus or anything like that, I just kind of like put my hands over and just mumble a low prayer of like, "Please help these people in their time of need," and like his hands start to glow and they heal the 13 points or whatever I said.
Yeah. So they don't get completely healed, but they are no longer like fatally injured. Like you've essentially stabilized them and put them on the path to recovery.
Yeah.
And go ahead and give yourself an inspiration for playing into your character.
Nice.
Yeah. And he looks over and he goes, "Oh, you were like I don't want to necessarily make any assumptions, but I was not expecting that level from just a stranger that walked up to the front of a temple."
Yeah, we do what we can.
And he goes, I didn't catch your name. My name is Estel."
"Oh, hi, Vance. Sorry, people were dying, so I figured we could do the politeness afterwards. But it seems like they got it seems like they're doing all right.
And roll me a perception check.
10.
Gotcha. You notice that out of the group of people that are here, it's split pretty 50-50 amongst soldiers and like citizens.
Okay. I talk to the citizens while I'm there to be like, hey, like I'm just starting to like do mundane medicine checks now and chatting with like the people with like the cuts and bruises and whatnot. If all the grave, I just know there's the sixth guy. Fuck that sixth hurt man.
The sixth guy's like, oh, my daughter's gonna miss me. He keels over.
Probably, yeah. If you were a good dad. But no, I go to the after taking care of like all the grievous ones, I go to the nicks and cuts, and because I figured they're a bit more be able to talk. And,
For sure.
I'm like, so what's happening over here? Like, what's going on?
The first citizen that's getting bandaged up, he goes, we were just at this local outpost up north when out of nowhere these wolves came out and attacked us. It was so bizarre. And he's like trying to get his thoughts
covers
together.
his wolf
He's like,
insignias. Yeah, he's like, oh.
My trauma, and he takes psychic damage and dies.
Crazy. That guy was weak.
Yeah. But he's like, it's just this chord. It felt very, he's just mumbling to himself. He's like, I just can't get his thoughts processed.
Okay, so a wolf attack up north. So it's not just bandits. That's interesting. They got a druid or a werewolf. Werewolves can control wolves, right?
Trained dogs.
Or a guy that has kibble snacks and time on his hands.
Yeah, they just mauled a dude that had beef jerky in his pocket. And they just couldn't.
I want to know, did they hear a clicking sound?
Yeah. All right, yeah, and I kind of look around if there's anyone else. Like, I've figured this takes a little bit, but it's like, collecting information. So there's been some wolf attack up north, and I go to the soldiers. I'm like, well, what happened over here?
He kind of mumbles the same thing about the wolves, but he gets a little bit more in detail where he's like, yeah, we were just transporting these people up to Curhill in the north, but like that night, the very night that we left the gate, these wolves, they just came out of nowhere, and we don't have any reason, like, unless they were starving to death, there's no reason that they would attack us, but they hit us first, and he kind of gestures, and the guards are way more wounded.
Yeah.
And it's like, wolves aren't that intelligent. He's just kind of going along with
Like,
that.
hey, and I uncover my wolf's insignia. What do you mean by that? And these are what soldiers are these? Soldarin?
Roll me. You know what? You would know whether it was the local guard because you're from.
Yeah, at worst, I'd be like, who are you with?
They are Soldeus.
Okay,
guards,
Soldeus.
yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll wrap that up, and I will head to the tavern.
Okay, cool. So nothing else for Estel.
No, I mean, like, I just kind of wanted to do, like I said, like, he's a bit of a man of actions. Just came in, helped out, keep his eyes open for anything untowards, and this seems like kind of it. I go to Estel and go, oh, well, if you ever need anything, feel free to find me.
Cool. Right on. Roll me a perception check on the way to the tavern.
Okay. 21.
21. So you notice.
I see it.
Yeah. As soon as you clear like that main road, all of the posters are anti-Soldeus. Like, it seems like in the military areas, it's very patriotic, but anywhere off the beaten path is like anti, like, shoot down the vote, and like organizations of we need to stop joining. Like when you're going through like small town America, you see like that no windmills poster. You know, it's like,
all right, interesting.
And we cut over to Cavan. When you walk into the tavern, you are immediately hit with a bunch of anti-Soldeus propaganda. And sitting at a table, way off in the distance, talking to a guard, is an elf that you can't 100% put it together, but you're fairly sure is that elf that escaped the attack.
Oh, this isn't a TGI Fridays.
And that's where we're going to end it. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been episode 2 of season 2 of the Monster podcast. I've been Tyler, your DM, and you can catch everything I do at Nerd News.
And I'm Cavan Eggleston, and you can catch everything at cavaneggleston.com or Cavan_egg on the socials.
Nice. And I'm Tyson Cox. You can find me at Tyson Cox Comedy. And keep an eye out. We got videos every week. Tell a friend, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you, everybody. Until then, keep being a monster.
Monster.
Yeah.